You're too dark to be a Hispanic. Did you teach yourself Spanish because you don't want to be classified as black? I'm sorry, but you're just another pretty black girl. This tag should have been called Afro-Latina Tag, not the Latina Tag. Why does she keep saying she's Latina? She's Afro-Latina. My name is Monica. Most of you guys know me as Monica Style Muse. Today's video is going to be a little different because it's a little more serious and deep to me. After doing the Latina Tag video, I noticed there was so much back and forth about me. I get it, it's my video. But it wasn't about me being Monica, it was about Monica being too dark to be a Latina. That to me broke my heart. One, because I never felt that I had to use YouTube to prove a point about being Hispanic. Being Hispanic is a part of me. So I wanted to address just the negativity and the way people thought a Hispanic woman should look like, or a Hispanic person should look like. Growing up was never easy for me. I always had to be the dark girl. It was always me, the dark-skinned girl who, you know, I never had anybody, I was never the cool girl. I was always the book smart girl. Once I got into high school is when I started not caring what other people thought of me, and that's when I got into performing arts school. But I always had an issue with the color of my skin. And I never understood why, because I was always embraced at home. Everyone in my family is dark skinned. My mom and my dad never gave me the talk about people bullying me because of the color of my skin. It just never seemed like an issue. Growing up, I always went through an identity crisis because I didn't understand the color of my skin. I always had people tell me I was too dark to be Hispanic. No way, your hair's not long like Dominicans. Your hair isn't soft like Dominicans. And that's what made me go into relaxing my hair, to never wanting to leave my hair natural, to just trying to change who I was. And I was young, I was a really young girl. But then once I got older, I really just didn't care. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever makes me happy. After I did the Latina Tag video, I noticed so much back and forth and controversy, how people thought I used the wrong tag video. It should have been called the Afro-Latina Tag. Why? It's like calling yourself African American all the time. Hey, are you American? No, I'm African American. It's stating the obvious. I never neglected the fact that I am from African American roots. If anything, I love it. Best of both worlds. But to now constantly have people attacking me because I'm not just a Latina, but I'm Afro-Latina, it's so sad. I understand that social media can give people the opportunity to state their opinion, and it's okay. I'm more concerned about the young girl who was me growing up being attacked by people like this. Being told that they're too dark to be who they are, or they're too light to be, you know, who they say they are as well. It's not just a dark problem. It's a perspective problem. It's a problem of what you think a stereotypical person looks like in this day and age. We need to open our eyes, guys. We need to be open-minded. We need to stop thinking people look a specific way. We don't. I don't have to sit up here and speak Spanish to you for you guys to understand that I'm Dominican. And I won't let anyone take that from me. We grew up completely different. Your Michael Jackson, for me, was Selena. You know, your Cosby's was my Luz Clarita. My mother has never had to say that she was Afro-Latina. I don't even think she understands what that means, because to her in Dominican Republic, everyone's Dominican. For example, I have cousins who are maybe like 3 shades lighter than me, and they're called morena. I'm also morena. Morena translated in English means dark skin. It's not an offensive term, it just means morenita. Like Celia Cruz, esa negrita que va caminando, esa negrita tienes tumbao. She's just embracing her skin. But she's also letting it known that she's Hispanic and she loves being Cuban. That's all I want to do on YouTube. That is it. I don't see a lot of girls who look like me on magazines, on TV, so you can understand how growing up it was nothing for me to feel proud of. I went through a lot of identity crisis, and for a second I just wanted to just be Monica. It didn't matter what I wanted to be, I just knew I wanted to be myself. People thought I taught myself Spanish because I didn't want to be black. I never understood why I had to classify myself as anything but just embracing my culture and my heritage. I'm sorry, no offense, but you're way too dark to be Hispanic. You just look like a beautiful black woman to me. Talk about a backhanded compliment. That does not make any sense. Am I supposed to look like Jennifer Lopez? I love being African American. It's obvious I'm African American, but I don't have to constantly say I'm Afro-Latina because I'm darker than most Latinas. I embrace my culture. I don't deny the obvious. I understand I'm black, but my culture, who I am when I come through that door, the language I speak when I'm speaking to my family is Spanish. It broke my heart because I never thought going onto YouTube, me being Hispanic would be a problem. If anything, I was like, oh my God, there's no one on YouTube who looks like me, who's Spanish and speaks it on camera, or who's dark skinned. And it concerned me because I figured, what if society isn't ready for someone like me? But then I had the opportunity to be featured on Cosmopolitan Latina. And that opened up, that just gave me so much more hope, knowing that a company that big was open to working with a dark-skinned Latina like myself. It shouldn't be, I'm pretty for a black girl. It shouldn't be, oh my God, I knew you were Dominican. I mean, look at you. And I know that sometimes people are coming from a great place, but the backhanded compliments, they don't help people. It just questions them, makes them question themselves. My concern is how you treat those around you. My concern is that little girl in middle school or elementary school or high school who's going through identity crisis and can't figure out who she is because of the way society treats her. Nobody looks Dominican. Nobody looks Puerto Rican. Nobody looks American. There's not a face for every culture, for every heritage, for every ethnicity. I'm just trying to be as specific as possible because people get there, they go there, they try to be really specific. There's just not a face. I'm proud to be Latina, and I'm going to continue to use this platform to help and vouch for my women of color, because that's all it comes down to, being a woman of color who speaks Spanish. What about that? Being a woman of color who speaks Spanish. I love you guys, and thank you so much for your support and just being positive and joining me through this journey, because it's been a roller coaster. I didn't know that was going to be like that, although it got so much positive feedback, and it wasn't again to shine light on the negative comments. I just wanted to just look at those people in the camera and tell them that I am who I am, and if you don't like it, I feel sorry for you. So I love you guys, and please share this video, and hopefully we can change the perspective of what society thinks Hispanics should look like. I'm here with you, and I want to be able to use this platform to inspire other girls who look like me to step out of their comfort zone and not feel like they're going to be attacked. I'll get attacked for you. I love you guys, and you make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Me llamo Mónica Style Muse, y yo soy orgullosa de ser Latina.